Hello and good morning and a very, very warm welcome to this webinar brought to you by Camel. Today's webinar is all about Camel Mobile Solutions for students, teaching faculty and parents. The objective of this webinar is to just give a brief introduction to Camel Mobile Solution. As everybody is aware that Camel is mobile first built product. We understood the need of today's parents to keep check on the progress of their children, and of course the teaching faculty to make their work much more efficient. You need something that is readily available, accessible anytime, anywhere. And of course, today's students are so savvy with mobile, and you need to offer them that allow them to make learning more engaging. So today's objective of the webinar is to give a sneak peek into the product Camo and the mobile offering. So we will focus on that. I take this opportunity to welcome all the participants. Some of you are joining outside India, and what we would do is over the next 1 hour, we will have a product demo. I also have our product specialist, Sheikh Faizuddin, join on this demonstration. He will actually give an introduction to the product. We will keep the question and answer towards the end of the session. Please feel free to type in your questions, like as the session is in progress. If you have anything, using the Q&A box, we will answer those questions towards the end of the session. That's the plan of the webinar today. So what we will do is, I hope I'm audible enough. Could you please use the chat window to tell me if I'm audible enough? Just say yes so that I can proceed further. Okay, thank you so much. And I was also given to understand some parents are also joining on this webinar. Welcome to you. Like I said, we will keep the question and answer towards the end of the session. A very, very warm welcome to you. Before, like many of you are existing customers and some of you are new. So what we will do is we'll just give a sort of a brief introduction to the company about Camo, and then what we do, and then we will quickly move on to the session. Let me just, so we are a company with been in the market for the last 7 years. The company was founded in the year 2013. We offer a completely integrated student information system and a learning management solution. There are many vendors in the marketplace today which offers just a student information system, and some offer learning management solution. The advantage of Camo is offering a complete comprehensive solution which covers the entire student life cycle. That's the differentiator of us. As a product company, we have got the experience of implementing the product across the globe. Today, our customers are spread across 6 different countries, right from Philippines to Bangkok to Malaysia to Singapore and the Middle East. You know, our customers are very active in these countries, and our team is very, very savvy about implementing very complex product, complex implementation in a very, very short span of time. That's the so that the institution or an academic institution can realize the value of their investment in a very short span of time. That's a sort of a differentiator. Our team is very nimble, adaptive, and we are very quick to introduce technological innovation in a very, very quick manner. That's a little bit of introduction to us. And let's quickly move on. Like I said, today, Camo product is used by 400 plus institutions. We are gaining customers very, very aggressively across the globe, and more than 1 million students are on cloud platform, that is Camo platform, and more than 50,000 users, teaching faculty are accessing Camo to conduct classes and many other activities using Camo. And more than 1,200 programs of study are being dealt by Camo. So the Camo's differentiating proposition is we are driven, our growth is driven by the referenceability of our customers, which we are very, very happy about. That's a bit of an introduction about us, who we are and what we do. What we will do is I'd like to introduce you to our product specialist, Sheikh Faizuddin. So Sheikh will take this, this session forward. He'll give an introduction to Camo Mobile Solution, and then what we will do is towards the end of the session, if you have any questions, please do type in. We will allocate about 10 minutes for answering your questions. Over to you, Faiz.
Thank you so much, Caroline. Hope I'm audible. Yeah, once again, very good morning to all the participants who have joined, who have taken out their time to join this session on Camo's mobile solution. I'm Fayaz, I'm the product specialist with them. I'll be taking you across, the different modules that the mobile solution offers. So firstly, let me appreciate and congratulate the fact that despite of the pandemic, despite of this kind of situations, all the faculty and the parents are still, even students are still struggling and trying to make up, and keep learning. So let me appreciate all of us on that particular aspect. So now when I say mobile solutions, right now we are all, dealing with a generation of millennials who are more than happy to do everything in their mobile rather than come open a desktop or a laptop system. So that is the whole idea of Camo mobile system. We have dedicated mobile app for the parents, students, and faculty as well as administrators. So different stakeholders in any education institution can do all their day-to-day activities using their mobile itself. So now let me start it with the students mobile app and take you into different aspects that the student mobile app has. So let me quickly share my screen. Now, as you can see on the screen, I have casted my mobile. Now, as you can see, my Camo is the students app. Camo is the faculty or the administrators app. So I'm logging in as a student. So let me log out and log in to show you the experience. So we are a single sign-on system. You can log in using your existing Google or a Microsoft account. Now I'm logging in. The moment I log in, you can see the college or the university's branding will come, right? Now, the different screens that any student will have access to are the messaging screen, the one that you see here. So before that, let me go into the profile. Now, as you can see, the moment I go into the profile, as a student, I can see all my details here, right? And some information can be updated based on the permission from the moderators in the college so that your student record remains up to date. You have different access where I'll take you there in a moment. So before that, now in the home screen, you can see all the different messages, right? You can filter them based on already read messages, new messages, right? And then you can click and see any message. So just like any other messaging platform, you'll be getting a bulbed notification stating that so-and-so message has been sent. Just to show you that experience, you can see here, you can see the notifications that so-and-so message has been sent, right? So students can see what the information is all about. So Angela has sent the information about Angela is a faculty who sent the information about some technical summit. Now there's one important feature which again is newly brought in and which has been used across by all our existing institutions. We call this digital services. So students can use this digital services to request for as small as an ID card to as big as a transcript using the mobile itself, right? Now all the services that any institute wants to bring in onto a digital platform can be brought here. Now you can see different kinds of services, right? And different departments that are offering the service. So it could be transcript that is offered by the registrar service department, or maybe it could be requesting for something like a conference hall for an event, or 3 hours of booking the college ground to have a sports event. All those will come under student activities. So please don't mind these bars. They are not in the app. They are because I'm trying to cast it. But yeah, so these are different services that you can bring into the system. So let us say as a student, I want to request my transcript. Now, the moment I request for a transcript, the college can give different kinds of instructions in order to get the transcript. They might ask for some kind of proofs. My mark list has to be submitted as proofs. I need to pay a fee. All these instructions. I will agree the instructions. Then it will take me to the screen where it is telling how much amount I have to pay as fee, which subcategory it is falling under. So I will give in description what is the service needed. I'll request for my transcript and the purpose of my transcript. Here I can attach the proofs, right? I can attach my mark list or anything else that is needed as a proof. And then I can do the payment. So the moment I do a payment, I request for a service, it will come here in the in progress screen, right? Now I can come and check what are the service that I have requested. Now, just like any Amazon delivery or something, you will have a complete visibility. When did you request the service? What is the service all about? Now here, or maybe the student has requested for a seminar hall booking. Now, who is taking care of the service? When will the service get completed? When is the request date? You see all the information here. If I tell the student, if I have attached any attachment, all this can be seen here, right? Now, whenever any service is completed, I can simply come onto the services completed. I can select, you can see what time, when did I request, what is the service I requested for a bona fide certificate. So I can get a soft copy of the certificate here itself, right? Now I can go and physically collect it in the register department or something like this. So the whole idea is whenever we bring in all these day-to-day activities where normally a student will roam around the campus and get this done, rather than he coming and banging onto the doors of different departments, you can get it simplified so that even for administrators, their work will become easy. They will have a kind of synchrony in doing the applications and getting the work done. So that's the whole idea of having digital services, right? And now when I talk of assignments, right, students can see what all the assignments that a faculty has given. They can filter it with subject name or with a date range, and they can see different kinds of assignments, right? Now, any assignment that they want to give, they can simply click the assignment. You'll get all the details. Which subject is the assignment? So the faculty wants me to create a sample financial report. So when is the assignment assigned? What is the due date? Now you can see the faculty has attached some textbook for reference. So I can simply download the textbook. You can see the textbook is getting downloaded. You can see the textbook has got downloaded. So this way you can give that. And then as a student, I can either type the answer as a response, or if it is something like a thing that I need to do it on a paper, I can attach an A4 of it, or I can do a presentation, attach it. So all that can be done here, right? Once I submit it, the assignment will digitally go to the students. Faculty there can digitally annotate it and also give me the result. The moment faculty evaluates something, he gives me a grading or something, I can see. Now I have submitted something as an answer. Faculty has evaluated it. I get the digitally annotated copy. And then you can also see the faculty has given me some remark, has given me some rating, right? All this can be seen in the screen, right? Now you can see the system is telling there are total 16 assignments that are pending. So I can know when the assignment is pending, when I need to submit. So I'll be getting notification whenever there's a last date, whenever a new assignment has been given to me that way. I can also see all the new notifications, like whenever there's any important announcement that has to be made, it can be sent across like this, where I can simply click and I can understand, okay, what is the announcement all about, right? Now there's some bring your own device information. So I can click and find out the further details. I can also have complete access to my teaching plan, right? Now the whole idea of having teaching plan is, now if I go and see, the system will tell me which unit, what is the subtopic. So unit 1, 1.1.1 subtopic, 1.1.2. So which date it is planned? Is it already completed, yet to be completed, or the teacher has not yet planned it? All this information you can see. So for any unit, whenever, let us say there's a 2-hour session today, before the session itself, I can go and check, okay, today's session, what would be the objective? What would be the content summary? What would be the abstract teaching learning activity, different kinds of assessments, right? Now, for all those teachers who can relate, this is the whole idea of flipped classroom. Before they attend the session itself, we are telling them what is the objective, what is going to be. So we are flipping the roles, right? Other than that, the screens exactly replicate the session plans or lesson plans that we show or give in the SSRs or SARs for your NAC and NBA. Now, one more advantage is here itself, faculty can share the textbook reference. They can also share some kind of material, PDFs or anything, so that they can click it and they can have an understanding before they come to the class itself, right? And one more great advantage is in the present online kind of scenario. Now, let us say there was a session that was conducted today, right? Using again our CAMUS platform of virtual classrooms, you can record the sessions. Now, today's session, I could not attend as a student because of bandwidth, or maybe I attended the session, but I want to revise the session. So for every session, you can simply put the recorded session here. I can simply click. It will take me to the recorded session. Now you can see the video of a recorded session is playing there, right? Now I have simply put a video about some entrepreneurship crash course, right? So that way you can either share your recorded sessions or any video links that your faculty has created. Those can be shared here in the teaching content, right? Now they can have complete understanding of their attendance. You can see for a subject BBS, out of 47 classes, I have attended 32 classes. 68% is my attendance. I can see it, graphically, what is the percentage of my attendance. I can also see my absence log. I can select any subject. The system will tell me which day, what time I was absent to that particular subject, right? And I can also see my overall attendance, right? You can see for this semester, what is my overall attendance. I can have complete visibility of my exam schedules. Now you can see different kinds of exams that are happening. Now, if I want to know internal exams, I can view the exam schedules, different examination, what is the timing, when it is going to happen. And also once the examinations are completed, I can simply see my results. So each subject out of 40, continuous assessment test 1, 2 out of 60. So like this, I'll be able to see my marks also, or my performance. Then you can bring in your whole academic calendar here, where you can see different kinds of faculty development programs, student development programs, or extra co-curricular activities, sports events. Everything can be brought in here, right? Now, if at all any of these events has some kind of gallery, where you share in, say for example, one sports event has happened, you want to share all the pictures from this screen itself. As a student, I can see, okay, there is one exercise that has happened on term 1. I can simply select. You can see all the details about that event, right? There are no photos. Let us go to some sports event. Let us say there's a seminar that has been conducted. You can see what is the date, description, and then there's a gallery linked to it. I can simply click the gallery. It will take me to all the photos relevant to that particular event, right? That is how the experience would be. Now I can also have access to the billing, where you can see different kinds of bills, paid bills, unpaid bills. All my transactions can be seen. So when did I pay, how much did I pay, all this information, and then say if I want to pay some kind of bills, say all the unpaid bills, I can simply click. I can do a full payment, partial payment, and the moment I say pay now, you can see it is taking me to a payment gateway. So I can do a credit, debit, or a wallet payment, however I want, that can be done. That is just to show you the experience. I can completely have access to timetable. So I can attend classes online from here itself. You can see attend online tab is enabled. I can attend classes online using the mobile itself. You can see today's sessions, what are our planned, tomorrow, what sessions are planned, right? Sunday, so there are no classes. So that's how you'll have complete visibility to the timetable. Here itself, you can see the teaching plan, the one that I've shown you a few moments back. And then one more thing is different types of clearances, right? Now, let us say the college wants to hold, some kind of, say, I have not paid one term fee. It wants to hold my hall ticket. It can very much do. And I can come and check why my services are on hold. What is that I have not cleared, right? Let us say my medical examination they have done, right? All the details, right? When is the done? If at all it is not cleared, on what it will have impacts, right? All this information you are very much able to see, right? Similarly, you can also have access to bus routes and other that I'll try to showcase you in the. Yes, give me a moment, please. Now, as you can see, the clearances can be seen, and then I'll showcase you the bus and other, GPS facility where you can have information. Before that, on the left-hand side, you can see there's a chat feature, right? This is one important feature, which we are calling it as chat bots, chat rooms, where you can use it for communication at across levels. All your batches in the college can have you can have different categorizations. Each batch is having a group. Then each subject itself you can have group, thesis groups, fast learners, and then you can have different kinds of groups where, let us say, there's one subject called Startup Launchpad. You can see different kinds of communications can be had. You can share images or files, just like any other messaging platform. But the whole idea is, if you bring it into the app, there's very less possibility of having any external distractions. So you can see, you can have a group of students as well as faculty. So whenever they do any communication, it will directly reflect back to the faculty. Now I'll show this thing. I've asked for more details, so it'll directly go back, as a bulbwood notification to all the people in that group. Now there's this little lag or dilatancy that you see is because we are trying to cast the system. And then here you can see all the other information, leave management. Now, as a student, if I want to apply a leave, you can see all the different leaves and categories from when did when, what is, which status is, you can filter and check. And you can apply a leave from here itself. What kind of leave? Why do you want this leave? All this information, and you can apply. The moment you can apply, it will go to 2-3 levels. Maybe first level it will go to your mentor, second level to the HOD, then principal. Once they approve, it will automatically reflect back in your attendance screens. You can also, I did show you the groups. And then one important feature is the whole choice-based credit system, right? Where we are giving a student the flexibility to study what he wants to study, at what pace he wants to study, and under whom he wants to study, right? You can completely, normally in any college environment, bringing in the CBCS system, doing the enrollment process, all this is definitely challenging for academic setups, right? Where they're doing to do the planning in a very meticulous way. All right. Now, all this process can be simplified using the mobile system itself. Now you can see, as a student, right, RAN has already enrolled these 3 courses. Now I can click and see what are all the different courses that I already have, right? Now, if you can go and check here, say, for example, there is one course called, Startup Launchpad, right? Now, whenever I see this course, right, I can enroll it from the mobile itself. Now you can see, the moment I see these are the courses that I have already enrolled, right? Now I can click and see what is when is the course happening, right? Under whom the course is happening. I can simply enroll myself, right? I can also check, say, for this course, I can go for full enrollment or only subject enrollment, all this. And then I can also check the availability. So out of 20 seats that are there in that particular course or subject, 4 courses are already filled in, right? So thereby I will know, how fast is the enrollment happening. So all this enrollment process can be done in the mobile itself. Now you can see out of 24 credits, I've already enrolled for 10 credits. You can completely see different dates, when is the preview starting, when will the enrollment end, all this kind of information using the mobile itself. So that is the whole idea. You can even search for your subjects. That's the whole idea of being able to do enrollments in the mobile itself, right? Now let me quickly log in as a parent to showcase you what are the different things that a parent will have access to. Now you can see the moment I have logged in as a parent. Now I'm a parent, both of my kids are studying in the same school. I can simply click and I can, so now you can see all the details of Santosh are being shown. I can simply change to another kid and you can see now all the details of my other kid are being shown here, right? Now the advantage is you have something called as institutional info, right? The moment you click it, you will get all the phone numbers, email IDs of different kind of offices that are there in the school, right? And then you can have appointments, right? Where as a parent, if I want to come and meet any faculty, right, I can select my visitor's name. I can search the staff. Say, okay, I want to meet Monisha. What is the purpose? Which date you want to meet? And once you send it across, automatically a notification will go to that particular faculty, Monisha. She can accept it. Then you can come along and meet the, or if at all she feels there's a requirement of change in the time, that can also very much be done, right? So that's the whole idea of being able to do appointments as well, right? And then I did show you, let us say, one more kid of your joins, as easily as giving their PIN. You can validate the PIN and get the student information in the single app. You don't need to do multiple logins to handle multiple students, right? And then I did talk of the billing. So as a parent, you can very much, I'm a super user, so all the features are enabled for me, but normally you can disable, say, assignments or other things to the parent. So you can simply come onto the billing screens. You can view their event calendar. You can see their billing. So all the payment that you want to do, right? You can do a partial payment, full payment, all these details, right? And one important feature for a parent would be to be able to track where their kids are, right? Whenever they are traveling by the school's bus facilities, right? Now I can see what is their boarding point, what time the bus will come. In real time, I can click the map and I'll be able to see the live map where the bus is, right? So that is how the experience would be to have your GPS, right? So those are the informations that a parent will have access to. So including, I've not repeated the other screens, but yeah, that is what the parents will have access to. Now let us log in as faculty and try to understand as a faculty or as administrators, what are the different features that they will have. Now you can see Camu is the app where I can log in as a administrator or a faculty. So let us log out and log in again to show you the experience. Now I have logged in as super user, so all the features are enabled to me. Oh, I'm sorry, I think this is blocking the screen, I believe. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have logged in. The moment I log in, I have access to dashboards, right? The whole idea of dashboards is now as administrators, as principals, as correspondents of the institution, right? You would like to know all the information with a single click, right? So that you can have complete academic governance. So the whole idea of the Camu system is we don't we strongly believe that any education setup is a single harmonious unit. You cannot be having 2-3 different systems doing governance. The moment you bring in LMS and SIS into a single platform, your cross-departmental efficiencies will increase multifold. So these glimpses into the dashboard will understand, will take you to a level how you can take the academic governance to a complete different level, right? Now let us say I want to know receipt summary. Now I am a chief finance officer or an account officer, right? Now I'd like to know, okay, last 1 month, what is the revenue that have been, or what is the collections that have happened? I'll select, okay, 1st of October to 1st of November, right? Now the system is telling me, right, what are the different overdues, what are the collections. Don't mind with the data, but yeah, what are the collection that has happened, and I can click and check in each heads what is the collection that has happened, right? And how many are overdues in each of these departments. And that is how I will have access. So each of the dashboard here is powerful enough to do multiple tasks like that. Now let us also show you, let us say as a principal, I want to know how much syllabus is getting completed in each of the department. So and so Fayaz of this department, what is the progress that he has done in the last 2 months? If you would like to know that kind of information, you will have access to something called as teaching plans, right? Now let me do the landscape so that you will have better understanding of the visibility. Now you can see as a principal, I want to know what is the teaching plan progress, right? Now there are different departments in say one engineering kind of setup. You can extend it to schools or any other kind of domain. Now there are different programs, right? Different semesters. And what is the syllabus that is completed in each of the programs? You can see BTech, computer science, how much is completed, right? That way. And then you can have all the information of each of the departments, how much it is completed. Then each of the subjects, how much the syllabus is completed. Now let us say, no sir, I don't want all the programs. I just want to know the information in mechanical engineering alone, right? That means all the dashboards that we have are dynamic dashboards. You can drill them down to any level. Now you can see all the subjects relevant to mechanical engineering only will come here. You can see machine design, CAD, CAM, workshop. So each of it, again, how much syllabus is completed. So the whole idea is last 2 months. So how much syllabus is getting completed. Now you can say, okay, I don't want all this. I want to know by faculty's name. Let us say one faculty, Janaki Raman, right? If we select him. Now Janaki Raman is taking 2 labs that is spread across some 3-4 departments. So each lab he has completed 67%. Other lab he has completed 32%. You can also see the information like in which month, how many sessions they have conducted, right? Now all this information, you can see it in the mobile itself. So that is the whole idea of having different dashboards in the mobile system, right? Now as a faculty, I can have access to my teaching plan or to be able to do attendance, all other things using the mobile itself. Now if at all I want to take attendance, right? Normally we have automated attendance at various levels using biometrics, RFID, or facial recognition, or in the online scenarios where they just enter the class and the system can automatically take the attendance. But now let us say this is a attendance screen where I want to give in a traditional way, I see the students and I mark the attendance. I can simply do it. I can touch base. We don't want faculty to be wasting their time on data entry. If at all they're late by a session, so by how much time they are late to this particular class, right? You can go to all those little intricacies. And I can also update my teaching plan. You can see there are close to how much syllabus I have completed. 70% is complete, 30% is still remaining. What is the variance, right? All this you're able to see. So today, let us say I've come to a class, I have completed this session, right? I can simply come, I can say marked as complete. I can give a remark. You can see immediately the teaching plan is updated, right? That's the whole idea. And then you have access to different things Like in my classes, you can see timetable, right? To your timetable each day. And also you have access to seeing the teaching progress. You can give different types of assignments, right? There are already pre-populated assignments that can be given, or you can give an ad hoc assignment. Now, let us say I am going through a journal, right? And I find it interesting. I'm traveling, I read a journal, I find this interesting. I want to share it with the students. So whatever subject I teach, I can give, I want them to write a small article on it or something, and I can simply attach that assignment. I can simply take a picture of it, right? And then I can simply attach that assignment. And that will directly reflect as an assignment to the students. And I can also give marks. I can see outstanding dues. I'll show you the marks exam point in just a moment. Then I can see outstanding dues in that particular department. What are the outstanding dues, right? I'm again iterating. I'm a super user, so all the modules are enabled for me. Normally, if it's a teaching faculty, they will not have access to their outstanding dues, billing screens, or anything. Similarly, any administrative people will not have access to the teaching content or any other thing. So that is how it is. So just to showcase the experience, I have logged in as a super user. And now faculty give messages. They can see the messages, the whole events, calendars. They can see what are the birthdays, and then they can they can automate to send a birthday email or a birthday message to them. And then I did talk of the messaging screens, group chats, right? Let me show you some other features. There are a gamut of features. Most of your activities that need to be done can be done using the mobile itself. Now, as a faculty, I can come and check my tasks. So whenever some principal or HOD assigns me a task, I can accept it. Once I work on it, I can mark it as complete, right? So that they will have an information, right? So they don't need to, you don't need to be called to the office to give them any kind of task. Similarly, there's an option for HODs and principals. We call it who is free. That sounds little notorious, but yeah, you can see, you can select any department you want. You can give a time and you can check, okay, this particular time, the system will tell us who all faculty are free. I can select that faculty. I can see, okay, this is his schedule. I can say, okay, he's free from afternoon. So I'll assign him with some work and it will automatically go to them, right? And then leave management, whenever any student applies a leave, right? So I can simply come, I can see here, okay, which student from how many days to how many days has he applied for the leave, right? And I can simply, approve it or decline it based on the reasons. Payment approval. This is one important screen where, let us say, I am authority where I give approvals to the payment. So I don't need to be on the campus every time, right? So whenever any department in the college, so let us say they need to get print inks or something like that, so they can simply request, it will come over here. I will approve it. I can do a full payment, partial payment, however I want, right? Or I can decline it. The moment I approve it, they'll get a message. They can take this to their accounts department and get their approvals done. Right? That's how you can do the payment approvals. You can see the receipt summaries, admission summaries. You can send multiple messages to a staff. You can select staff names. You can see different staff, select 5-6 of them. To them, you can commonly send a message. So that is very much possible. And then visitor management, right? Now this facility can be given to your guards in front of the college or something, where whenever a visitor comes, if they want to meet you, they can take all their data, they can collect all their details. They can take a photograph there itself and capture their image and to whom they have come to meet, what is the proof they have given. Once they do it next, right, it will automatically reflect back to the concerned people in their app that so and so person has come to meet. So you can approve, then they'll be allowed inside the premises. So you can do the visitor management also. Bulk receipting, let us say I want to send receipts to a group of students. I can select, okay, there are like say 7-8 students. To all these people I want to send a receipt. With a single click you can see receipts will be sent. Bus routes, you can manage the different bus routes, and other things like the one I've shown. Okay, you also have an inquiry module within the system, like a small CRM. So today you get some calls on inquiries. You can check, okay, as a administrator, I would like to know, okay, today what are the inquiries that I've got 6th November. So I have got close to 21 inquiries. So how many of them can be taken forward? What kind of inquiries? So all this information you will be able to see. So let me just do the landscape so that you will be able to see this better. Now you can see the inquiries, follow up, all the other information based on the inquiry module. You can also book appointments. The one that I have shown you, once appointment is booked, you can approve it here. Then you can send SMSs to a group of people at a time. A bulk SMS will go. You can select which category to whom you want to send the message, right? To students, staff, or to everybody. Then the moment you send a message, a bulk SMS will automatically go. Then you can, if at all any visitors have come to meet you, you can check your visitors in the screen. Communication can be done across multiple medium. It could be SMS, camo message, or voice message, or all the three at a time. You can select and send it so that it will go to all the targeted people. It could be students, it could be staff. This way you can send the communication. You can see staff attendance, bus attendance, groups, all other information. So let me log in as one more user to show you some other features. You can see the college branding. Now, whenever I said you can evaluate their assessments also, you can see view exams. You can see there are different assessments that are happening. So let us say I want to do internal assessment, right? I'll simply select the subject. So in that particular subject, I can do their assessment, right? Now you can see different subjects. I can select any subject I want. And in this subject, I'll be manually correcting the papers. And then here, whenever I need to give a mark, right? Now you can see Hermilio is absent. You can see different students. I can just, with the touch, I can change, okay, this student I need to give marks. You can see just a drag and drop. That out of 40, I'm evaluating them. So that's how I can simply evaluate them. The moment I finalize, send the report, this will reflect into lots of different things. So you don't need to enter the marks on some other paper, then go back, put it in an Excel, that Excel gets uploaded. All that clutter can be avoided. That's how you can do evaluations, right? And then talking of chat screens, right? Now I said, now let us say there's one subject, startup launchpad. Now you can see all the discussions that have been happening in this from a long time, right? So this can be like a small extended, discussion forum, right? You can see there's a sample of rubric that the faculty has shared. I can see that, and then I can respond. So in real time, now for this, the student has asked more details. You can see the moment I have shared a message, right? As a student, now I have logged out, so I did not get a mobile notification, but the moment I log in, let me log in as a student. You can see the moment I log in as a student, I can come and check the message. See, in real time, the faculty has shared the information. So that is, feature, like, you can have communication with the faculty. So yes, so I feel, yeah, I have, with the kind of time constraints that we had, I did try to showcase you, a quick idea or glimpses into different things that you can do as a faculty or as a parent or as a student using the mobile app. So yeah, we do have dedicated Android as well as iOS systems. Other than the dedicated mobile apps, we do support mobile web browsers as well. But yeah, that is just to give you a total understanding of the different capabilities the mobile system has. Yeah, I've been seeing many hand raises. It is good that we have lots of questions. So now we have close to 10 to 12 minutes more. So I'll be happy to to take in questions and showcase you or be able to answer you whatever queries you have on the mobile system. I request Caroline to please moderate and tell us the questions so that I'll be able to answer them.
Thank you, Fayaz. Thank you for the comprehensive coverage of the mobile functionality. Like Fayaz mentioned, this is an attempt to just see how we can, within the given timeline, what we can do as a demo we have given. So as we move forward, if you have any specific questions, you can use the chat window to write, or even the question and answer window for us to we can take the questions and then answer. Can graduated students still log in to this mobile app? Any request for transcript?
Yes.
Once passed out, I think.
Yeah, good question. Yes, the whole idea of we as a system is we are not just LMS or SAS platform. We are a student-centric learning ecosystem. I myself have been in academics for 10 years before joining this CAMU setup. So the system is not just built by technocrats, it is built in close association with academicians. So lifelong learning is definitely a concept that we very much understand. So to all the students who are already graduated, we very much support. So it can, they can always come back and log in as in their login ID. So this does two purposes. First thing is it will act as a bridge between alma mater and alumni. Any communication that you want to make can be sent here via the notifications. And as a student, right, I will have access to all my teaching content, teaching plans, videos, where I can always come back and learn or relive, what all concepts I have learned. And one more thing is you can offer them short courses, micro learning courses, where remotely they can register and also get their certifications done. Yes, mobile, to summarize it, even the graduated students very much have access to mobile app. You can see here in the services, there is something called as transcript. They can request a transcript here and they can get their transcripts in the mobile itself. Right. That is just to summarize the question. Go ahead, Kelly.
Thank you, Faz. There's one more question. How can you correct attendance if student is marked absent?
Good one. Now, normally, once you mark the attendance, right, so you can correct it here itself before you submit it. Now, if you can come see here, just give me a moment. Right now, normally you mark the attendance and you can either save it, right? If at all you have any kind of ambiguity that for one or two students they might come late, or you have any ambiguity, you can just save it. Or if you save it, you can make changes, but if you save and finalize, you will not be able to, right? And again, all this is a kind of role-based access that we give, right? You may not be able to change the attendance once you finalize, but your HOD may be able to do it because he has access to it. So that is how the system works. Hope the question is answered.
We have one more question. How do you manage day-to-day issues? Are there any alerts?
Yeah, the whole system that I don't know if you have seen it. See, there is I'm sorry. You can see there is alert here. There is alert here. All these are notifications that the app itself is sending, right? So yes, you can configure different kinds of notifications to do the notification configuration. Yes, you should very much come onto the portal where, say, for teachers, if you want to send them notifications like, okay, today's biometric, if at all they have done it or not done it, or if you need to give them any kind of communication. Similarly, for students, if you want to send notifications for their fee reminders, for their examinations, for their assignments, right? So you can trigger any notification at any periodicity. You can do that. Yes, that's the whole idea of having apps.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Faiz. I really don't see any more questions. Are there any? We can give you a couple of seconds more so that you can type in your questions in the question and answer window. So we can take it, or we shall come to the end of the session. I guess there aren't any questions, Faiz.
Before we end this, Kalin, I believe Annamalai M has raised his hand.
One more question. Okay.
Yeah. Please, we'll take the question.
We will unmute. Any help or support documents available?
The question is a little unclear. If you mean to say that any help in terms of how to use the system, that is very much available in the portal. But if you mean to say that you need to share some kind of content with the students, yes, you can share it across in the chat screens. You can share it across, at the assignment screens. You have multiple ways in which you can share your presentations, video files, audio files. All that can be done. But if you're asking me how help to understand the system, we do have a help section in the portal. But other than that, to all the colleges with whom we are associated, we have a detailed champion training program where we completely take them into different aspects of the product.
All right. I think that's what he's also trying to find out. Thank you. Thank you for the question. I guess there are not any questions coming from the audience now, so we shall close this session. We will meet you in one more session. Thank you so much. Thank you, Faiz. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Karleen. Thank you so much.